food, and it doesn't come off. I won't say not perfectly, but pretty darn close. Oh, it shouldn't cuss, especially on Sunday. Alright, so for this morning, what palette did I choose to use? Well, I made a big fuss about this palette, and then I used it like once in a tutorial. And that's the Pusana Identity palette. And I love this palette. I love the colors. It's great for brown eyes. It's great for every color. This is just a very good basic palette, and I think that's why it's so popular. And the fact that there's a cute girl in the front with the Eiffel Tower in the background on the street. That is just so pretty. But I'm letting it focus so y'all can see all the pretty colors. I'm turning it at angles so you can see the sheen of what is matte and what is not. I always use a highlighter, a neutral color, and a dark color. And you know what, today, since I'm wearing gray, I am going to use this chic color because I'm chic. Okay, so I'm going to get started with an E55 shader from Sigma. And I am going to use this, I'm going to go matte. We're going to stay with Humble right here. Now each one of these words describe an identity. By the way, it does have a mirror, which I think all palettes should offer a mirror. I don't care if you're cheap or expensive, you should offer a stinking mirror. So I could not get over that one that was so expensive that didn't offer one. I'm not going to keep putting it down there. Let's move that out of the way. And actually, I'm trying to decide, let's use Seductive on the inner corner. Yep, that looks good. This is clearly my goodness, that is a very happy highlighter. And now that I've used my finger, I might as well just finish. And that is this color right here. It's like a pinky champagne. Pink champagne is what I call it. And this is the Seductive color. What's your thinking of a sexual name, y'all, in makeup? I guess because people want to look sexy when they wear their makeup, so they're like, this will make me look seductive. Right. I'm purposely getting both the inner corner, below, and above. And I know some people like that look so messy. It won't. It won't. And if it does, I like messy, apparently. But I don't want to just get a dot on the inner corner. I like to have it like the inner corner and then a little above it, because sometimes I go over the lid, but I'm thinking here that I may just do, smoothing this out, I may do this dark sheet color over my whole lid. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Okay. Therefore, I need something I haven't used in a long time, a flat shader. Where is it? There it is. This is a large shader, E60 by Sigma. And we are going to use this sheet color right there. It's kind of like a dark plum. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do the whole lid this time. I don't typically do that. Usually I only do the crease and then I have a light color on the lid. But I'm going to go crazy here. I am going to do the whole lid. And let's see how it looks. I may fix, doctor it up. This is a matte color, a little bit of fallout. I'm learning that every palette, whether they're good palettes or not, and when I say good, I mean quality, even the highest quality has a little fallout, and it's because you're taking a brush and you're putting it into a powder product. Hello. No, I did need a transition color. That's beautiful though. I need transition color, so let's use a large fluffy E50. Why do I always look at that? I know it's my E50. I'm going to use this color Charming. I need some, like a caramel mediator here. There we go, yeah, because it'll warm up that plum. That's why I need it. Yep, I did. But we're going to mix the plum back over it. It's just we needed something between this highlighter color on the brow bone. That's what your transition color is. Between the brow bone and the lid or the crease. You need something to help transition the color. So it's not just like white to dark. And usually it's something taupey or caramelly or something like that. So now I'm going to go back in with this Chic color and just really, really pack it on. And I'm going to go just a little into the crease from the lid, not too much. Not going up, just on the lid, and a little bit up to the crease, just a little. There we go. That's all I want. And I'm placing this flat this way so I can control it a little better, especially for fallout. You know, this almost looks like a bruise, so it's going to be it's one of those you got to be really careful with what is your transition color. That's why I chose a caramel and not a grayish taupish, because then it would just look like I have a black eye. Still might. Still might. Some people, I remember someone was really rude to me one time when I was just figuring out my eyeshadow as a young teenage girl. I think the guy was drunk, and he was in the drugstore, and he goes, "Girl, did somebody beat you up?" And then I thought to myself, what if someone had? That was an ugly thing for him to say. He's probably the type that would. And he was making fun of my eye makeup because I had done rainbow eyes. I had used every color in that palette, and there was 4 colors. And I made a stripe all the way up my eye, and I thought I did a good job, and it hurt my feelings so bad. Why do people got to be mean? I am coming up a little bit above, especially on the back side. I always like a darker color right there. Let's do that a little better. Let's do that a little better. There. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now I'm going to use a short shader, E20. I'm going to use that same color underneath my lower lashes. Tap that off really good so you don't get crumbs. Oh. Why do I always forget my concealer, y'all? You'd think that I think I don't need it. And I know I do. I'm using my Rimmel Matte Perfection in color number light. Is it light or fair? Fair light. 230. And it's very thin. And the reason I like that it's thin, it's creamy but it's thin, is it's not so thicky that when you put it on, it looks thick. Especially as you get older, your wrinkles are right there. Actually, when you're in your 30s, you have wrinkles there. And some of you are going, well, that is older. You little buggers. Okay, I got a little makeup on that. I wonder what that's going to do. Okay, so I put it on my ring finger and put it, let me get my mirror a little closer to me, y'all. I got this big mirror here, too. And I'm going to go from the inward to the outward, past the eye. Inward, outward, past the eye again. And the reason I'm doing that, especially when you're older, you want the light coming back here because it brings it forward. And then and I do go up in here a little bit and come down the nose, the outer nose. And then go into these things right here. Some people call them the bulldog gels or bulldog. And right here, these little guys on either side of your mouth. And then I go across over right there. Alright, and then blend that out. Back and forth. Back and forth. Down. Down. Here. Make sure you go, like, use the opposing arm to make sure you round that out right there. You don't want, and sometimes the best thing to do is use the next finger over because it'll take more off as you go back. And I go down. Blend it down and out. And then you can pat it, and what that does is take some of it back off. And you want to do that. And sometimes when you put highlighter back here, here, here for an older lady, and also powdering back here, it causes a lifting effect. And that's just really important as you age. You have different issues than when you were younger. Again, I'm going to pat this. 2 reasons. For one thing, it packs it in. Number 2, it kind of takes some off, and you need to do that. And number 3, there's a car sitting out right in front of me that I always feel like somebody's out there watching. And number 3, what's number 3? Takes some off, rubs it, packs it in, and I forget. What was I saying? I got shook up by the car sitting out there. I can't remember. And it was a beauty tip like no other. Okay, that car just drove off. That is weird. It's probably weird to them to see that there's this old lady in the house and she's got a camera on herself with a bunch of bright lights and the windows open. You can watch her put her makeup on. YouTuber, hello. They need to wake up and realize what's going on in this world. Okay, so now I am putting this color, this purpley color. Now, here's the good thing about the purpley color. The purpley color is especially good for girls with green eyes because green, opposite ends of the spectrum, highlight each other. And green is really pretty with purple. So when you girls who have green eyes put purple on, it really makes your eyes pop. And I don't mean out of your head. I mean, it really makes that green pronounced. What do y'all think? It's a different look, I know. I know. I was there when I did it. Alright, now I'm going to take another short shader because now I have two and I'm so happy about it. Same one, E20. And I'm going back into this Maverick color right here. And I'm going to use that for my brow powder. And I do tap that off pretty good. Just wondering, is that car going to come back, y'all? Okay, so I'm going to try to be even this time. So first I go under the brow and up, all the way up to where the arch will be, and then I go down. I just noticed that some of my brow is actually gray. That is just lovely. Great. Just great, Beth. Right, and then I kind of come back to where it started and kind of fill in just a little. You don't want to get it too dark. Sometimes I get it too dark when I'm doing this. And come over to the nose. And then go back and reinforce where that was. And always try to look side